Okay guys, so in today's video we're going to be making a black soap for all skin types. This is like a request that I've been getting a lot from you guys, so we're going to get to it today. And I'm going to put in the ingredient in the caption below, so make sure to check the caption for the ingredient list. The first thing we're going to be adding is our black soap. My black soap is kind of melted because I usually keep my black soap in a bucket. This is all black soap, and I just keep them in a bucket, so when it gets to it, it tends to melt. So I'm going to just pour this into, oh, can you guys see that? That is black soap. So if you are I've been getting this question too, if you are trying to get like a paste texture for your black soap like this, can you see this is a paste texture? Just put your raw black soap in basically a dark place, not exactly in it, just put it in a bucket like I just showed you now, and just keep it in like a dark place, like a cupboard or something, basically a place that doesn't have that much ventilation, like so, and leave it for a few days or weeks, and it should give you this pasty texture. Into this black soap, we're going to be adding ozone soap. This is what it looks like. This is what the ozone soap looks like. It comes in different colors. Pink one that I'm using right now. So it comes in orange, and I don't know all the colors, but it comes in different colors. So I'm just going to be grating this into the soap. So anybody can use ozone soap. Ozone soap is not a lightening soap. It helps to get rid of dark spots and rashes. So it is good for all skin types. It is not a lightening soap. The amount of ozone soap that I use is about cutting this into 4 is about a fourth of the whole soap. So the next soap I'm going to be adding a little bit of our Oshaprapra soap. Oshaprapra soap is actually described as a lightening soap, but it doesn't really lighten the skin, like super lightening the skin. And I like to add it to my soap, all my soap, be it for a dark person, be it for a light person, because this helps to get rid of hyperpigmentation, and it helps to like basically lighten dark spot as well. So it depends on the type of soap that I'm making that will determine the quantity that I will use. So because this soap is for all skin types and skin color, black, light, dark skin, light skin, yellow skin, fair skin, basically this soap can go for everybody, and it won't darken your skin, it won't lighten your skin, it will maintain your skin color, and baby just give you a little bit of a glow. So that's why I'm adding the Oshaprapra soap. So I didn't add too much, I didn't add up to the amount of the ozone. So this right here is Ghana white soap. Actually, this is Ghana white soap, and it's actually white, like this white like the color of this nylon, but it turned this color because I wanted it to be a paste, because I knew that I wanted to make a pasty soap. So I actually put this as well in a dark place, like a less ventilated place, so I can get this texture, this pasty texture. It actually comes in chunks, like all the chunks have actually combined together to form one big chunk. So I'm just going to be cutting about a ball of this. As you can see, this is a ball. I'm going to be adding it into my soap, so like so. Next thing I'm going to be adding is our 3 days whitening ball, and like I said in my video, this doesn't exactly whiten the skin. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So this doesn't necessarily whiten the skin, you just got 3 days whitening balls. All this stuff doesn't necessarily whiten the skin, they just help your skin to have that glow and brighten it a little bit. So I'm going to be adding about 3 to 4 balls. This is a big ball, like some of them come in a smaller bowl than this. I'm adding about 3 to 4 balls. So this is the fourth one. So, and now the next one we're going to be adding is our 3 days acne ball. I like to add the 3 days acne ball in all my soap because you don't know when that pimples will pop up, okay? So as you can see, it is also a ball, and this has also turned into a paste because I also kept it in a very, very low humidity. So basically this, I don't know, maybe it doesn't turn to a ball because I put all the soap in the same bucket and kept it in a dark, less ventilated place, basically a place with less humidity. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to be adding for. As you can see, it has turned into a paste as well. So this is about 3 days acne balls. So this helps to dry out your acne and also helps to fade out the dark spots. These are all the soaps. So I'm thinking, let me just add all the ingredients and I'm going to pound. I'm going in with powder right now. So the first powder I'm going in is turmeric powder. You guys know how I love this thing. So I'm eyeballing all this stuff right now, but I'm going to be leaving the measurement in the description box below. I do this a lot, so I kind of know the eyeball of this stuff. So we don't want too much turmeric because it just turn the whole soap into, you know, yellow. So I actually added 1 tablespoon. That is 1 tablespoon right there. So the next one I'm going to be adding is sulfur. I know I usually say don't add sulfur to your soap, but because this is for all skin types and we are aiming for it to get rid of a lot of things, so I'm going to be adding this little sulfur, as you can see, like it's so little. So I'm just going to be sprinkling it like Maggie. So can you see that? It's a little bit. This is not much. Camwood powder. This is what camwood powder looks like. I'm also going to be adding about 1 tablespoon. You don't want to add too many powders to your soap because you lose the ladder. So I don't want to lose the ladder. You don't want your soap to not foam. So yeah, that's for our powders. I'm adding too much powder and I'm not adding varieties of powder because I want this soap to be one that anybody can do at home. Like you won't have to like look for the ingredients before you find them. So yeah, so I'm not using any of that, you know, fancy names and all those stuff that you can't easily find. So for the oil, I'm moving on to the oils. I'm going to start with my turmeric oil. So all this stuff you can get at your local cosmetics shops. So I'm going to be adding about 1 tablespoon of each. You don't want to add too much oil as well. If not, you are going to lose the ladder of your soap. The next one I want to add is our lemon oil. I'm out of lemon oil, so I'm just going to point the main thing. Is about 1 tablespoon as well. Then I'm going to be adding some rose hip oil. This is a little bit above 1 tablespoon, so I'm going to be adding just 1 tablespoon, like so. And the last oil, I guess. No, not the last but not least. This is just rose oil. That was the one I put just now is rose hip oil, and this is rose oil. So I'm going to be adding about 1 tablespoon of rose oil too. And of course, we have to add a balancer. So this is our whitening glycerin. It is called whitening glycerin. It doesn't necessarily whiten the skin, but I'm putting it in this soap because it will help to give you that glow. Like seriously, this helps to get rid of like open pores. It basically moisturizes your skin and helps to unclog your pores. So that's why I'm adding to this soap. This soap doesn't lighten the skin. It doesn't whiten the skin. It basically brightens the skin and gives you that natural clean glow. So I'm going to be adding about 1 tablespoon of this as well. So this is optional. This lactic acid is very, very optional. Very optional. But I'm adding lactic acid to this soap because lactic acid is basically skin food. It is a chemical exfoliant and it helps to exfoliate the skin. It helps to get rid of blackheads. And so I'm going to be adding about 1 tablespoon as well. Yeah, so this is where we are at right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pound this soap together. And that's where we are. So pound, pound, pound into a paste. Don't forget we are making a pasty soap. So you make sure to incorporate all this together and boom diggity, you got yourself a black soap. So now at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add. This is not it's not quite necessary, but at this point I'm gonna add some preservative and some fragrance. So I'm first gonna add this vitamin E oil. It is finished. Well, I'm just going to like try to pump something out of it. And technically, this is not exactly a preservative. You can actually use vitamin E as your preservative. You can use this as a preservative, definitely. You can use vitamin E oil as a preservative. Preservative is not necessarily preservative is not like important in black soap, but if you want, you can use vitamin E as a preservative, or you can go ahead and actually use a good preservative like Optifem Plus. This is Optifem Plus, so I'm going to be adding a bit, and then I'm going to be adding my fragrance. So this fragrance is vanilla fragrance. Adding, smells so good, a little bit of my fragrance white. So this right here is our soap. So anybody can use this soap, any skin color, any skin texture, any skin defect. You can use this soap and you will see amazing results. But make sure that you are using a good skincare routine, you are using a good hydrating moisturizer, you are using a good serum, you have a good non-acidic toner, and always make sure to wear your sunscreen. And basically that. So I'm going to go ahead and cup this up, and I'm going to show you guys after cupping it up. See, can you see the texture? It is a paste texture, as you can see. It's a paste texture, and it's it doesn't run. I know it might look as if when I was fine, it might look as if it is kind of running, but it doesn't run. As you can see, it is in the bowl right now and it doesn't run. Can you guys see that? It doesn't run over. It is not liquid, it is not solid, it is a paste soap. So this is a paste soap that any skin color can use, any skin texture can use this. This will give you, like, I guarantee you, this will give you the glow that you've been looking for, that brightening, glowy, clean, healthy skin that you crave. This will give to you, and you don't have to go through the stress of sourcing ingredients that are not familiar to you. A lot of these ingredients are things that are familiar to you. If you don't know where to get this, people have been asking me, just go to any cosmetics shop, like where they sell creams and basically creams, soaps, cleansers, all those things. Go to any cosmetics shop and ask them, oh, I want to buy rose oil, I want to buy turmeric oil, I want to buy this, I want to buy that, everything. Like, you can find everything. I want to buy serums, anything that you want to get, go to cosmetic store and you get it. Or if you are living in Lagos or you are living near Ojota market, just take a bus, take a bike, take a car, take whatever you want to Ojota under bridge. There's a whole organic market down there, like a whole organic market. You find every single thing that you want to buy there. Just make sure to know the names of what you want to get and mention it to the vendors, and they know what to get to you. So that is basically it right here. So make sure to check the description box for the recipe list. So I want to show you guys how much these ladders. So the quantity of your what's it called? So can you guys see how much these ladders, and with just that little black soap? So the quantity of your oil and the quantity of your powders will determine how much it ladders. This is another question, another complaint I've been getting, that oh, my soap is not laddering. Why it's not foaming? That's because you have too much oil or too much powder in your soap. So try to check the quantities. If you are in doubt, just use 1 tablespoon of each. You don't want to use too much. No matter how much you put, now we think go work. So if you put 10 tablespoons of turmeric powder, 20 tablespoons of camel powder, and you put 1 tablespoon, it's still the same job that the thing will do. So just make sure not to overdo it. Look at the quantity of the soap you are doing, and look at the quantity of powders and quantity of oils that you are putting. You can see I only made 1 cup of black soap, so I only put 1 tablespoon of each powders and each oils. So my soap has a more quantity, has more quantities than my oils and powders. So that's basically what I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys how much these ladders. You check the description for the recipes, and then for some links of stuff. So that's